Hello, what's up guys? I'm Kyle from KGR, and we got some more Sonic toy news. Now, a while ago, I reported on some leaked Sonic stuff that happened, like an Omega figure, we got Rouge, and we also got a collector's edition Modern Sonic that's gonna be, I don't know how big, with accessories and other stuff like that. There's a classic Sonic version that came out that I also did a review on, so if you haven't seen that and you're curious of that, I'll put that towards the end of the video. But anyway, we got some, not leaks, but we got some official shots on what this figure is going to look like, so let's take a look. I also want to give a huge shout out to one of my viewers, Robin, for letting me know about these pictures. He sent me the tweets and everything. And also shout out to either Dark Matt or Game Walkthroughs in my streams, because one of them told me that it was available on Entertainment Earth, and I ordered one, so we're going to be doing a review on that whenever it comes in. But let's take a look at these pictures real quick. So we're going to go on Twitter first, because like Entertainment Earth has official pictures, but I want to go over to Twitter ones first, because that's like the new, like that's the first thing I saw when it came to these real pictures. So I want to give you all my initial reactions from when I saw these. So when we look at this picture, the lighting doesn't look all too great, so it doesn't look too well on this side, but when I see this picture, it reminds me so much of the Sonic Superposer, which I want to get more into that later, because there's going to be a few comparisons to them. And this render just looks so generic. I wish we could have like seen like a better picture of the figure on the front, but that's fine. That looks more like a mock-up announcement thing for like a press release. But moving on, we can actually see a decent picture of the figure, and even though this is not a good pose, the figure itself does look pretty decent. The arms look a little beefy. The legs, maybe the same thing, but it does look all right. But what I can tell from the joints over here, first up, this leg doesn't look right, because this one looks all right where like the knees match right here. This, I think this is just a prototype that just wasn't built right. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure you could turn this leg around and make it work just fine. But anyway, as I was saying, the way that the joints are looking on both the knees and the elbows, I'm not entirely sure how posable this thing's gonna be. Like, I had the classic Sonic figure, which again, I've done a review on that, and it wasn't as posable as you'd expect. If you're wanting like a good actual Sonic action figure, you're not gonna get a whole lot of range and movement. But like, if you already had the Jakks specific figures in the past, like in from their 4-inch line, you kind of know what to expect already. But this time we're getting elbow movement, so that's nice. But I'm so used to stuff like Jazzwares and I forget who else made figures that actually had some decent articulation. But this is gonna be decent, I guess. I'm so used to like having a high articulated figures from like Figma, SH Figure Arts, but this is gonna be fine enough. But this product is something that we've been waiting for a very long time. But moving on, we also got a picture of what it's gonna look like in the box, because the classic Sonic figure, when that came out from Jakks, I had a Sonic Mania motif, while this is gonna be Sonic Colors. So I mean, it makes sense. It's the newest modern Sonic game that, even then, I want to say, like, has positive reception, but this is based on the remake, and the remake did not have any good reception. Well, remaster, whatever. Point is, oof. but the display looks fine. Like, this looks fine. And then the last picture is just gonna be what's all gonna come in a box, which we see what the display is gonna look like on this little stage. Get a better picture of what Sonic's gonna look like, which honestly, I love the way this pose looks. Like, it's not really the pose, it's more of like how the face and everything looks on him, and it looks fantastic. The squinting eyes I don't care about, because the way how this looks, this is a classic Sonic design. This doesn't belong on a modern Sonic, which I'll get more into that in the review. And we'll see what all it includes. Like, we see a Wisp, which is pretty neat. We get a set of, I want to say gripping hands, because it's only going to hold the Chaos Emerald, which, hey, we get a Chaos Emerald. We get one pointing hand, one slapping hand, I guess, and a set of fists. So, a decent amount of accessories. It's going to be fine. I feel if SH Figure Arts or Figma or any other company, like, like that would tackle something like this. They would include better accessories, but this will be fine, I guess. I mean, I wish it wasn't $50, but I'll take it. Then we also got some more pictures and some following tweets. He's like, hey, I'm gonna slap you. And again, like, they don't even fix the knee here. Fine, whatever. But it does look like we do get some like ball pegs around the ankles and the wrists. So him standing up might actually be a half decent experience. The biggest worry I have for this is how top heavy this thing is going to be, because modern Sonic figures are notorious at being top heavy, especially from like Jazzwares and stuff. So we'll see how the proportions work. I'm pretty sure they made some parts hollow to compensate for the weight balancing, but I think they should have made the shoes probably weighted, but we don't really know, and they might just be hollow. We'll see when the figure comes in. This picture, I'm not entirely sure. Again, I don't like these eyes on a modern Sonic figure at all. But we get to see his backside, and that looks good, I guess. I mean, you don't see any of the seams or anything over here, so like, if you're doing like a shot of from behind him, like if you're doing toy photography like I do, this is gonna look really, really good. But going back to the first picture, at least they actually fixed the knees this time, thank God. But when I see this side profile, it just reminds me so much of like the Jazzwares 3.75 inch line, like the famous like large toy line from Jazzwares. I love it so much. But the way that this figure is going to scale, obviously it's not going to scale with the rest of your Sonic figures all that well. But if you do have the superposers, they would probably look really good next time, especially like Tails, Knuckles, and Silver, because the initial like Sonic and Shadow looked really rough because they're from Toy Island. But when Jazzwares got them and they later made better figures outside of Sonic and Shadow, it looked beautiful. I never picked them up because I never had figures in that scale, and I never wanted figures in that scale. But now that I have more of these figures, I kind of wish I had like at least one of them, especially Silver. Silver's my favorite character, but I wish I had at least one of them so I could directly compare it to this figure. But unfortunately, I don't have them, so I can't compare them. But if any of my friends watching this, any of my mods in my chat, if any of y'all have the superposers of either Tails, Knuckles, or Silver, let me know in the comments, or let me know in the DMs, because I kind of want to see if I can borrow it just to do a review on this, because I'm doing a review on this figure no matter what. It's just a matter of, will I have anything decent to compare it to? Because I don't have much to compare it to. I have some stuff, but not a lot. So again, thank you, Robin, for letting me know about this, because, hey, we can talk about Sonic toys. But again, also shout out to some other viewers for letting me know that it's also available on Entertainment Earth. Now, this is not going to be the only place that's going to have it. I'm pretty confident GameStop's going to have one, Amazon's going to have it on there eventually, or wherever else you see some of these Sonic toys. I don't think Target's going to carry this, because I've never seen the classic one at Target, but I've only seen it at like GameStop or collector stores, really. I'm going to say it in the review, and I'll also say it now, that $50 is way too much to ask for this figure, especially when Tomy did a kind of better solution for only $30 or $35. Because when it came to the stage also stored the accessories. This doesn't. And if they don't fix that in this one either, which I doubt they will, but if they don't fix it, I'm just going to complain about it more in the review. I mean, I'm going to complain about a lot in the review. I'm going to fair warn you, but like, I am genuinely excited to see like how this looks firsthand. And Entertainment Earth has all these pictures that we saw on Twitter, except for a close-up on the Chaos Emerald, which I'm not entirely sure why that was completely necessary, but hey, there's your close-up on a Chaos Emerald. I'm not typically a Sonic YouTuber. I'm not going to consider myself a Sonic reviewer, but when there is Sonic products I am curious of, I will be doing reviews of those and news updates or whatever. Like when Sonic movie figures come out for the second Sonic movie, I'm going to be reporting on those, because that's something I plan on picking up. That's something I'm really excited for. But now we're done looking at them, so let me know in the comments, how excited are you to pick these up? Are you gonna pick it up? Are you gonna wait for reviews? because I know this is a product that we've been waiting for a very long time. Ever since Tomy put out their classic Sonic figure with interchangeable faces and other accessories and a stage, we wanted a modern Sonic figure of that since then, and we never got one. I'm pretty sure if Tomy did this figure as modern Sonic, they would probably include better figures, but the sculpt wouldn't look as good as how Jax handles it, because when I directly compare the two classic Sonic figures, which I've done in the Jax classic Sonic figure review, even though the accessories and articulation is much better on a Tomy, the Jax one, the sculpt on that is so much cleaner. So again, let me know in the comments how excited are you for this. I'll provide a link in the description if you want to pick it up on Entertainment Earth, or if I find any other websites that's carrying it as well, I'll throw it down there as well. And when it comes in, I'll do a review, so get excited. So if you're new and you like what you saw, you know what to do. In the description, there's my social media, especially my Instagram, because I take pictures of toys a lot. So if you like toys, you're gonna definitely want to follow my Instagram. And again, let me know in the comments how excited are you for this Sonic figure, because this is something that we wanted for a long time, and now we're finally getting it, and I'm excited to get my hands on it and let you guys know what I think. Thank you for watching. I love you guys to death, and I'll see you on the next one, so peace.